What up, B Squad? It is your boy JB, and we are here today with a brand new review for Belle Collective Season 3, you guys. Episode 2, Falling Off a Cliff is the title of the episode, you guys. But before we go ahead and get into this, if you guys are watching this video or any other video on my channel and you guys aren't subscribed yet, then I need you guys to do me a huge solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, you guys subscribing to the channel, and by turning on those post notifications. And with that out of the way, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and discuss Belle Collective, shall we? All right, you guys, so this episode, it basically picked up where the last one left off with Cliff pulling up to M-Bar and going off on the trees. And like I said last week, and I'll say it again this week, that scene just really screamed abusive, right? I'm not saying physically, but it does give emotional abuse. It just gives abuse of all sorts, right? Again, I won't say physical, I'll just say emotional abuse, because he was very disrespectful to her, calling her a bitch. Like the way that he talked to her, I just don't know how she can put up with him. And then the fact in this episode that Latrice was excusing it, saying that he's overprotective. That was not him being overprotective. That was him just trying to control you. And I have to agree with Josh. I do agree with Josh. And I agree with Josh. And like I said last week, and I'll stand on that again this week, there has to be a balance with Latrice and with Josh. She has to create boundaries. And it's fine for him to be your friend, and it's fine for him to be your employee, right? But don't let those lines get blurred. I think that's where she needs to figure out, right? And I also I absolutely, with Belle Collective, I like all the ladies, right? And I want for Latrice to kind of sit down with the therapist and work through her daddy issues, because she definitely has them. And, you know, when she was talking about how her father was abusive to her mother, I was like, you don't think that might be it's a pattern? Not even a pattern. It's something that's, what am I trying to say? I think she just has some deep-rooted issues, and I just want her to work them out. If she chooses to work out her marriage with Cliff, that's fine. But you guys need to have the tools in place to keep stuff like this from happening. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, you guys. So next up, we see So Gucci. So Gucci is with JJ. So their daughters came by the house, right? And you know, So Gucci is telling us how the girls have now bonded with each other, right? And, you know, her daughter had her baby, and JJ's daughter is still pregnant, so they're getting ready to have a baby shower. And, you know, we see JJ and his daughter talk. So JJ didn't know nothing about the marriage, so he's feeling the way that, you know, the guy didn't come to him. Now, he said ask for permission. It's not necessarily asking for permission, it's asking for her hand in marriage, right? And you say yes, like, but it is, I know what he meant, right? So we see as So Gucci and her daughter were talking. So Gucci is talking about JJ's ex Selena, right? And how she feels like Selena is basically pitting JJ's girls against her, because she feels that Selena is telling the girls that, you know, she's basically talking shit about her behind her back. And that's really what it is, right? I'm going to talk a little bit deeper about So Gucci and the Selena situation, because I think I have some opinions about it. It's not bad opinions, but I do have some opinions about it. And like I said, we'll discuss it later as we get into the episode, you guys. But let's pause here and move forward. All right, you guys. So next up, let's talk about Tamra and her hair, right? So Tamra is having she's hosting a tailgate party at Jackson State's homecoming. I have some friends who went to Jackson State. I didn't go to Jackson State. I stayed home. I went to college, right? But here's the thing. Tamra, girl, you did kind of lie in this episode more than once, right? Because So Gucci was the only girl who arrived at this tailgate party, right? Now, when So Gucci got there, Tamra introduced them to her manager, Quasi, right? And, you know, So Gucci was like, you know, where is Damon? Her and her daughter were talking about, like, you know, where's Damon? We don't see Damon here, right? Now, I was on Twitter last night, and I did see that Scotty said that he was actually at the tailgate. You know, he was at the homecoming party. So Shout out to Scotty. But yeah, Scotty said that Damon was there. He wasn't with Tambra. He was with his homeboys, right? So that's that. So we don't even have, I'm not even finna go too deep into that because that has been cleared up. The man was there. She was there. Were they together? No. I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself about Tambra and this relationship. I honestly, I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna just say it and let it go. I feel like this is a storyline. I feel like this situation with Damon is a storyline, and I also feel like this whole situation with this Quasi guy, if they gonna try to play it up as if Quasi is her side nigga, let's not do that. So that's that. So then we next see JJ, Cliff, and Glenn talking, right? So we're talking about this situation with So Gucci and Latrice. I told you guys how I felt last week. My feelings are not changing this week, right? I don't have an issue that Latrice decided not to do business with So Gucci, right? If things weren't going the way that you want them to go and you found somebody who could give you what you wanted in the price range you wanted in the area that you want, whatever, if everything worked better with this other person, I have no problems with it. And I honestly agree with Cliff, right? We can, and I said this last week, we cannot mix business and personal. Like, let's not do that. I think that's a lot of times the problem when it comes to business. You do business with your friends, and when things don't work out the way that they expected, then that's when, they want to be like, oh, but you my friend, so you should have did this, you should have did that, da 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 da, right? Like, when it comes to business, it's just business. I got to do what's best for my company, not for you and our friendship. It doesn't mean that we're not friends anymore. It just means like, hey, babe. And like I said last week, I do feel like Latrice maybe could have had a conversation with So Gucci. Absolutely, she could have had a conversation with her. But again, this is business. Nothing less, nothing more, right? So yeah, Lil Boosie, he showed up as well, right? So I was kind of confused. Were they trying to say that Cliff messed with Selena when she was with JJ? Was that what I was catching? Let me know in the comment section, you guys, if that's what it was, right? So they also asked Lil Boosie, what's the situation between him and Letitia, right? Y'all know I honestly don't really care because this has been their story for the last 3 seasons, right? If you're gonna stay with the man, stay with the man. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, make that definitive decision to stay with your husband. If you don't want to stay with your husband, make that definitive decision to not stay with your husband. Don't whiffle waffle. Don't go back and forth. Don't be like, oh my God, Glenn this. Oh my God, Glenn that. Oh my God, Glenn. Oh my God, Glenn. Oh my God, Glenn. Don't do that. Like, it does send a message to him. If you go back to him when you want something, the dick, it does send a different message. But then when you remember what he's done to you, then you want to be out the marriage. So I definitely think that she needs to sit down and just make a decision that's best for Letitia Pearson and nobody else. But that's all I got. Let's pause here and move forward, you guys. All right, you guys. So next up we see Latrice. So Latrice is meeting with Josh, and like I'm gonna stand on what I said again last week too, and earlier in the episode with Latrice and Josh. I really do feel that Latrice needs to set boundaries with Josh, right? It's okay to be his friend. Like I said, it's okay to be his friend. It's okay to be his boss at the same time. And I think, like I said, the lines do get blurred with business and with personal. And even when it comes to really good friends, I don't think that, even if, like me and my best friend, we don't talk about relationship stuff. Sometimes we may discuss it, but you don't have to tell your best friends and your family every single thing, because like people say, you tell your friends the bad stuff, but then when y'all decide to work things out and y'all get on a good footing, your friends still technically think about the negative side of the relationship, and that's what they tend to stick with. So I do feel that when it comes for her marriage, don't tell Josh everything, and at the same time, when it comes down to the marriage and your business, when you're at work needs to be the only thing that y'all talk about. Now, if y'all go on lunch together, if y'all do things outside of business, then that can be that. But when you're at work, it needs to be strictly about work and not about what is happening in Latrice's personal life, right? And I also feel that with Josh, I think Josh needs to make a stand, right? Because like he said, Latrice is going to pick her husband over him, absolutely. Like, and she should, as she should. So he has to he has to find a way to be like, you know what, we're still friends. I love you. You love Cliff. We can peacefully coexist, do whatever, right? Now, I don't like the way that Cliff talked about Josh in last week's episode, but also, like I kind of said in last week's episode, I just got to be real with you guys. For me personally, it kind of did look as if, you know, Josh might be a little bit attracted to Cliff. That's just my personal opinions. I want you guys to let me know what you think down in the comments section below, right? So then we see So Gucci. So Gucci is having this boot camp, and all the ladies show up to the boot camp. Minus, no. All the ladies show up, minus Akeisha. Akeisha was the only one that didn't show up. But then when I saw all the ladies start to show up, you know, Tamara and her hair was there. Then Latrice came. She was late. Letitia came. She thought they were doing yoga. And Marie came, and she was late as well, right? The interesting thing about when Latrice came versus when Marie came, so Gucci kind of had an issue that Latrice was late, but when Marie was later than Latrice. She didn't really give her much flack, right? The thing that I noticed, I'm like, so how are y'all working out in this hot ass sun with these wigs on and this face full of makeup? It was just like, really, is this just a scene? But because I mean, I know if y'all know anything about the South, in the summer and going into the fall, it's hot as hell in the summer. It's hot as hell down here, right? So if this is August or September, I can guarantee you it was hot as fuck outside. Because I know it's hot as fuck in Texas from June into September. When that cool air starts to come in, that's when we don't have any. Even then, it still can be a little bit hot, right? Because we don't have a winter. For the last few years, I would say the last 10 years, we don't really have a winter in Texas anymore. It's like always hot, always hot. That's neither here nor there, right? So after the workout, the boot camp was over, right? Tamara wanted to talk to Marie, and Marie told Tamara that she just does a lot. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, care to elaborate? She said nope, because Latrice walked up and she's like, she'll let them have a conversation. I was like, Marie, anytime she comes around, Latrice, you just show how bothered you are by this woman's presence. Like, I'm sorry. If I don't see it for somebody, that's just it. I just don't see it for you. I don't have to be like, oh, you know what? I don't want to talk because Latrice is here. So no, like, I just wouldn't do that. And it just really, it's not a good look, but hey. So they finally know, they were like, wait a minute. So she left because of you? And Latrice like, girl, I ain't worried about her, right? So Tamra. This is where you lied, sis. Because, yeah, you told the ladies that you invited them to the tailgate party, but you didn't. Then you said you told So Gucci, so you thought So Gucci would tell the ladies, ma'am, that ain't no invitation. What? No, ma'am, let's not do that. Let's not do that. And I was like, Tamra, girl, I be trying to defend you, but girl, you did lie. Lied. So let's go ahead and wrap up this episode, you guys. So the baby shower. So Tamra and her hair was invited to the baby shower because she knows Selena, and so does Latrice, right? Now when So Gucci saw Latrice, So Gucci looked like she saw a ghost when Latrice came in, right? Now here's some things in his baby shower that I did not like. The first thing that I did not like was the fact that So Gucci kept talking about the decor and about the food being late. I was like, ooh. And then she's talking about, they're talking about the fact that Selena is jealous of So Gucci. I do not like when people say, oh, you just jealous of. Now, there are typically people who are jealous of other people, right? But Selena didn't look like she was jealous of So Gucci or JJ. She was actually very cordial and nice to them, right? Now, granted, we don't know everything that happens in these people's lives, so there could be underlying issues behind the scenes between them, and they could just be playing nice for the cameras, right? I don't know, but I just didn't like that. I was like, the shady comments about Selena. It was just like, is that necessary? Like, you're with JJ. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and their ex is around, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna say slick, shady stuff about them. I'm not gonna say that they jealous of me or anything like that. Because if you are, then you just are. But I'm not gonna sweat this person because I have what you previously had. And even Latrice was like, she talked about the fact that JJ is still in love with Selena. I was like, now how do you know that? Like, oh my God, somebody upstairs is moving something. But there was some things that I just didn't like, you guys. And then at one point, Latrice and So Gucci, they went outside to have a conversation. It's actually where the episode ended. And I will say about Latrice, so with Belle Collective, like I said, I like all the ladies. I may make my little shady comments and stuff and whatnot. But I didn't like the comment that Latrice made about that she made So Gucci. I was like, ooh, that comment alone right there. I just do not like when people try to take credit for other people's success. No, 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 no. You may have been able to help me get into certain doors, but what you will not do, you will never take credit for my hard work and my success, right? So that's the episode, you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comment section below. You guys subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, share the video, you guys, and until the next time, please stay safe, you guys. Take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, you guys. Oh, you guys, I do want to mention something real quick. So I tweeted yesterday, and all the ladies, damn near every one of the cast members responded to me. Y'all think that they should go on a cast trip? I would love to see the Bells go on a cast trip. So Gucci quote retweeted me, Latrice did, Essie did, and who else? Letitia. Letitia quote retweeted Essie's retweet, right? Because Essie asked me where should they go. Leave that in the comments, you guys. Do you think that the Bells should go on a cast trip? And if you think they should go on a cast trip, where should they go, you guys? Leave it in the comment section, guys. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one, you guys. But like the video once again, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and share the video. And until the next time, stay safe, take care of yourselves, wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll catch you guys later. I will see you guys again for so Hot Topics. I'm going to try to do that on Sunday. Then we got Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then we got Real Housewives of Atlanta, and what's that other show? Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. So I will see you guys for all of that. Bye. And Power will be up tomorrow, you guys. Power is actually already recorded. I just have to edit it and put it up. So Power will be up at 10 o'clock in the morning. Power will be up first thing tomorrow morning. I'll see you guys then.